So this is part 2 of Tower 1, and what you're going to do now is on the keyboard select H. You'll notice how that pops up these two different things we did. We did the glazing, we did the mullions. Go ahead and select the building glazing and then hit OK. Then over here on the modify panel, so we need to switch this on the modify. We're going to come over here, go ahead and minimize or bring that back in, and we're going to select the light bulbs on each one of these. And you'll notice how the taper, the twist, and the serpent style design that we did all straightens the tower back up into just like a box like we originally started with. Okay. Then what you're going to do is go to the edit toolbar up here, and you're going to clone again. And this time what you're going to do is choose reference, and we're going to change the name again. So this time it'll be metallic shell. So you need to type that in, and then go ahead and hit OK, and you'll notice up here how that changes the name. Then with the shell selected here, alright, so I've got it selected. Oops. Sorry, if that happens, mine came unselected. If that happens, hit H again. Go back, select the metallic shell, and hit OK. Then what you're going to do is you're going to right click in the menu here on the mouse, isolate selection. Then from the modifiers list, choose edit poly. So we go over here, edit poly. Again, you'll see how it puts that gray bar in to separate. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get to where we can see the bottom of the building, and that it's clearly visible. So remember, we had to use the orbit here, so we're going to take the bottom here and zoom in. Okay, so now we're looking, if I right click, it gets rid of the zoom. Alright, so what you're looking at here then is the bottom of the tower. So on the selection rollout, we're going to click the polygon, and what we're going to do is select the middle of the polygon, and what we did on the last one, we're going to grow this out, and then we'll hit delete. Okay. Then what we're going to do is hit shift, hold down shift, and hit Z on the keyboard until you get back to that original view. And then in the perspective view, we're going to click the front of the view cube, and then we're going to right click on the view cube. You get this window pop up. We're going to select orthographic, and if that happens here where it looks like we can't see it, just go to zoom extents here. If you may have to hit it a couple times, it'll bring us out. And you'll notice up here our perspective, it changes to orthographic. Okay. Then on the selection rollout, we want to make sure we have polygon selected. And then what we're going to do here is on the very top row, we're going to do a 5 by 15 grid here. So, but when I do that, I want to hold down Control on the keyboard. I'm going to click here, come over 5, and down 15. So I'm just going to count them out here. There's 10. So there's 15 right there. You'll notice how that brings all those in as red. Okay. Then to get the red, you want to hold Control down. If I want to get rid of it, I can hit the alternate button on the keypad. So I just click these corners. So I'm holding that down as I'm clicking those corners. And then what I'm going to do is do the same here. I'm going to hold down Control. I'm going to come over 5, down 15 again. There's 5. 10. There's 15. Okay, and then again, I'm going to hold down alternate, and I'm going to click all the corners here. Then for the last one, I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to hold Control down. I'm going to select here and go all the way down. Then I need to get rid of the corners here. And then I'm going to get rid of these here. Still not done. So I'm getting rid of all those that look just like that. And once you have all those selected, you can go ahead and hit delete on the keyboard. And you'll notice how that gets rid of them. And then if I turn this around, so if I go to the back, you'll notice how that's off of the back as well. So that should go all the way through. So once we do that, we need to do the left side. Again, if that doesn't come into play, we can hit zoom extents. That brings us to the left view. Back here, we need to do something similar on that we did at the back and the front. This is actually the left view. So this first one is going to be a 5x7. So again, I hold down Control and I'm holding the mouse down and dragging all these. So I got 1, 2, there's 7. So I'm getting rid of the corners. Then come down right below it here. 1, 2, 5, 10 there, 11. There's 15. So the next one's a 5x15, and so is the next one after this one. Come over, we got 1. Here's 10. And the last one's 8. And we get rid of the corners here. Then we're going to go ahead and hit delete. And you'll notice this should take out the right side as well. See how the right side, I hit zoom extents there so you can see it. Go ahead and hit the home and hit zoom extents a couple times there. So what I'm going to do next here is we're going to do a little bit of work on the edges. So I'm going to select this command here for edge, and then I'm going to zoom in a little tighter. Okay. And while I'm in here zoom tighter, I want to make sure I can see all the edges. So I'm actually going to hit the rotating cube. So you can see here, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, all the edges here. So this other edge is out here. Here's 1, here's 1, and then the other one would be right here. Zoomed in here, I have my edges selected. I'm going to hold down Control on the keypad. I'm going to select one edge here from each side, and it's the outer edge. See if I have an accident one there, I can hold down alternate and click that off. You can see I have edge there, one here, and then one here on this side. Then what I'm going to do is scroll down here to the chamfer and hit the settings. And I'm going to change the chamfer to 2. I'm going to change this to 4. And then I'm also in the selection, I'm going to hit loop as well over here. You'll notice how that does the whole sides. Okay, so don't forget to hit loop here. And then when I hit OK, then I have my edges. You can see they're chamfered, or they're rounded.